Perhaps Edgar Bergen's most valuable audience was in Decatur, Michigan. During the decades marked by the height of his fame, Edgar gained support, inspiration, and motivation from the small village. Newspaper records show major festive visits in 1941, 48, 52, and 76. He was welcomed back with drums and honking horns, smoky puffs from photo cameras, parades of pets, and brightly colored floats. Many attain graduation or promotion, success, and their highest abilities. Yet, few experience such ideal and deserving, but usually unattainable homecomings. Edgar said, "I am where people actually know me, in Decatur. I'm Eddie here. I am home." Crowds came from various states to Decatur. Cars filled the parking lots and streets for blocks, and every driveway was taken. Some cars parked outside the village limits, and the occupants walked. At 9 p.m., the siren was heard, the stage was cleared, and the crowd was asked, "Who do you want to see?" And thousands of voices began to chant, "We want Bergen! We want Bergen!"
Well, now, we're really glad to have you with us tonight. And just so that if you can pick up a few tips, how did you two meet?
Bob came over to the sorority house to take out a girlfriend of mine. But she wasn't there, and I was. So he invited me to go with him to a drive-in movie.
Mm-hmm. She was a little surprised, I think. We walked out there to the street, and I pointed to my motor scooter.
You poor kids, you really had to watch the pictures, didn't you?
Well, Bob, didn't this scooter cramp your style a little bit?
I wanted a girl to love me for myself rather than for what I had.
I will.
No. Well, Jerry, did Bob make much of an impression on you that night?
Well, no, but the motor scooter sure did.
Bob, did you conduct your entire courtship on a motor scooter?
Well, no, after we'd been going together for a couple of weeks, I got a motorcycle.
I'll lend you my diary.
All right.
Oh, it's hot stuff in there.
Yeah. If they printed your diary, you might lose your reputation.
Oh, good.
Yes.
I've been trying to lose it for years.
Yes.
Takes two, you know.
Yes, I know. Jerry, what are...
Hush up now.
All right.
None of us are perfect.
And where do you two make your home?
We own a chicken farm.
Well, we'll shake hands. I'm foul-minded, too. Yeah, all right. Tell me, Bert, is it a large farm that you have?
Well, it's not large as poultry farms go. There's only 1,500 layers and 1,000 fryers and replacements.
I see. Well, I'd say you're pretty well stocked. Well, she's got a nice figure, too. No. Are there some new scientific methods for increasing egg production?
Wintertime, they turn on the lights, and the lights stimulate the pituitary gland of the chicken.
Well, I'll tell you why that is. You see, they wake up, the light goes on, they think it's morning, and then they get outside and it's dark, and they say, oh, what the heck, there's nothing else to do, we'll lay an egg. I see.
I see. Do you use this method?
No, I sing to them.
Oh, you sing to them?
Yeah, like he says, you got to keep them happy. I see. Yeah, when they hear me sing, they drop everything.
Mortimer, yeah, what is your last name? Well, I see, what is your last name?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Mortimer.
Mortimer. Yes, that's your first name.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to meet these people? There's some very charming girls here. This is Charlie. Isn't he funny?
Disgusting.
Now, here is Edgar Bergen with Charlie McCarthy.
Ingrid and Leonard. Yeah, you're both Swedish, is that right?
Yes, we are.
My goodness, yes. Well, då, jag pratar lite Chicago-svenska. Kan vi tala svenska nu då?
Ja, då vi pratar bara svenska hemma.
Det är enda språk man förstår riktigt egentligen.
Ja, men lilla gussen kan inte förstå vad ni säger. What was that? Well, what did you make me say? Oh. You were supposed to say that.
All right. How did you finally fall in love, Ingrid, you two?
Well, Mr. Bergen, he'd done an awful lot of things. He's a world traveler, he's very adventurous, and he's a real vagabond, I think.
In other words, he's a real Viking. Yeah, over here we call him bums. No.
Selling flypaper, repairing phonographs, and even try my hand at bullfighting one time. I wanted to be the first Swedish bullfighter.
Uh-huh.
Swedish bull, I've been fighting all my life.
Yeah. Well, Ingrid, have you got him to settle down now since you're married?
No, I'm afraid not. He's also a professional cameraman, and he just came back from Tahiti.
Tahiti? Well, now, tell me, Lenny boy, now he's getting interesting. Yeah. Tell me, do the girls still over there in Tahiti, do they run around? What I mean is, don't they wear, let me put it another way. Well, you can't put it another way. Why didn't you stop me, Bergen? All right. You saw me getting into it. Well, you see, I'm a little curious, too. You old dog, you. Well, I, of course, was referring to the natural beauty of the place. There's that Swedish bull I was telling you about. Is Tahiti as beautiful as the travel folders say?
Yes, it certainly is. We have a little piece of land down there, and we're hoping someday we might settle down, build a little house down there.
Yeah, I know just what you mean. I've always wanted to settle in a place like Tahiti, where no one has ever heard of me.
Buster, you don't have to move a darn inch.
All right.
I'm crazy about you.
She's sober. Tell me some more.
I want to be your friend.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could be my friend if you'd do me a little favor.
Oh, I'd love to. What is it?
Would you loan me 50 cents until Wednesday?
No, I couldn't do that.
Tuesday till Monday?
No.
What's going on here? You don't mean to tell me that you're trying to borrow money from this lady?
Well, I didn't mean to tell you. No, worse than that, I didn't get it.
I see. Well, I'm glad you didn't give it to him. And that reminds me, young man. I left a quarter on my dresser this morning.
Yeah?
Yes. And when I came back, the quarter was gone.
It was?
Yes. And we are the only two people up there.
Well, there's always, Mr. Bergen. Do you realize what you've said?
Yes, I do.
Do you realize what you've done?
I do.
Well, that's the last straw. The man has called me a common thief.
Now, listen, John, if I've made a mistake, there's nothing you can do. I want to apologize.
There's nothing you can do, Mr. Bergen.
The wrong is done. Now, listen. No. Listen, Charlie. I'll be glad to apologize. No. There's nothing you can do. All right, I'm sorry. I want to apologize.
You do?
Yes. I really don't think you took it.
Don't you think I took it?
I don't think so.
Uh-huh.
And I want to apologize.
You do?
Yes. Will you forgive me?
Well, you won't mention it again?
I'll never mention it again.
All right. I'll forgive you.
Thank you.
Yes. Now that it's all settled, is it all right for me to keep the quarter?
Well...